Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boys, Frogan Reactions here. My name's Logan.
And my name's Francesco.
And in today's video, we are going to do last-minute Apple leaks.
Yes, the Apple event has been announced, September Apple event. You know what that means, new iPhone season, so we're gonna get right into what to expect at this event. Here we go. So first, obviously, we all know we're expecting the iPhone 13. Now, there's a lot of been speculation between is it going to be iPhone 12s or iPhone 13, but I think we're starting to realize with a lot of the leaks coming in that it's going to be iPhone 13, and we're going to give you the rundown of what to expect. So there's going to be 4 phones just like last year, iPhone 13 mini, 13, 13 Pro, and 13 Pro Max. It'll come in some new colors, so same colors as last year, but we might be getting a new bronze color in the Pro models and maybe a new pink color in the 12 model. So that's interesting there. Some other changes is the Face ID, the notch on the iPhone. So it's always been the same size since the iPhone 10. Now, this year, it's finally going to get a little bit smaller, and maybe you'll have a little more space on the other side. Maybe they'll add like a customizable widget or more information on the top menu. It'll be interesting, but finally we're getting a smaller notch and we're not compromising any of the quality. The cameras are getting major upgrades, lots of things coming to the cameras. They're getting much bigger. The 12s, instead of having the 2 camera circles in the same column, they're going to be like diagonal from each other to give it a little bit of a different design. And other changes will be, it's obviously going to have a 5nm A15 chip. It's going to have an LTPO display, so like an always-on display. It'll have 120 Hz, ProMotion. Obviously, we know the 5G will probably get better, and maybe support Wi-Fi 6E. Bigger batteries, which is very important because right now, like the iPhone 12 mini is not good on the battery life, especially with 5G. Much better camera lenses, better telephoto lenses, so larger pixels to improve low light conditions, which is good. Improved autofocus in low light conditions. The sensor shift feature that's on the Pro models will come to the rest of the iPhone lineup, which is good. More stability on the wider camera. And a new cinematic video mode will work like portrait mode, but for video. So when you take portrait photos, it blurs out the background, but you'll get that with video. So that'll be a new feature, pretty cool. And some new night modes, and even some astrophotography type features, which is actually very interesting for me because I love astrophotography. So I'm interested to see what they do with the iPhone there. They're probably going to support up to 1 terabyte. Last year they only supported up to 512 gigabytes. Now they're probably going to give 1 terabyte models, which is good because now lots of photos and videos are taking lots of storage, especially these new features. There were rumors of under-display Touch ID and maybe a portless iPhone, but it looks like we're not going to get under-display Touch ID until next year, and a portless iPhone maybe until the iPhone 15. Who knows? Next year they're rumored to have the no notch at all, just a pinhole camera and under-display Face ID. That's going to be insane for iPhone 14 though. But anyways, that's pretty much it for iPhone 13. We also are expecting Apple Watch Series 7 is going to be quite the overhaul on the Series 7. We're getting quite a new design. So what's happening with that is there's going to be, John Prosser leaked it, there's going to be flat edges, just like you've been seeing on the iPhone that they did last year, and iPads, how they have flat edges. Now they're bringing that to the Apple Watch. It's going to come in new 41 and 45 millimeter sizes instead of the previous 40 and 44. It's just a little bit larger, and that'll also give a larger display, especially with this redesign. As you can see here, it's flatter edges. So they're probably going to do some new watch faces as well to accompany this new bigger display, which should be cool, and maybe new colors and some other new features, but mostly the design is going to be the focus of the Apple Watch this year. Also, which was rumored to come out earlier this year but got delayed, which should be coming out at this event, is AirPods 3rd generation, and they're basically going to look exactly like AirPods Pro but without the actually I have them here. It's basically going to be like this but without the silicone tip. So if I take it off, that's what they're going to look like. That's exactly what they're going to look like without the silicone tip. and they won't have noise cancellation. They won't have features that the AirPods Pro has, but they'll be redesigned with a shorter stem like the AirPods Pro. So they're going to be AirPods, and it's basically supposed to be a more like the AirPods, but not the long stem that we have now. Same design as AirPods Pro, so a more affordable option, which is pretty cool. Obviously, new software updates, we already know about that. We got iOS 15, iPadOS 15, macOS Monterey, and watchOS 8. All those coming right after the event, be available to the public. And some other things to throw in later this year: a new MacBook Pro, a new Mac Mini, a new iPad 9th generation, and iPad Mini 6th generation. But those will probably be saved for October or maybe another November event, perhaps. So those are basically the four main things: new iPhones, new Apple Watch, new AirPods, and new software updates. That's exactly what we're expecting at their California streaming event. It's Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm very excited for that. So what Logan, what do you think on these designs here?
I mean, like the iPhone 13, I don't get it. Like, why? It doesn't make any sense.
With
You just switch the camera diagonally. That's pretty much it, and then change up the camera.
Yeah, it's not many. It's more like you have to. It's not really design changes. Next year, there's gonna be a lot of design changes. They're gonna go. They're gonna like get rid of the notch completely. Maybe do a different port on the bottom. It'll get crazy. Next year, they're gonna basically take the iPhone 4 design and then bring it to like a newer iPhone. So it's gonna be quite the interesting phone. But this year, that's why they were rumored to call it the 12S, but they ended up calling it the 13 because there's not major upgrades. It's just the notch and some camera upgrades. That's the biggest thing, and then display and all that stuff. I can't wait to see what happens, and that's been today's video.
So that's it for today's video, guys. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and if you could please leave that notification bell rung, that would be fantastic.
Yes, so we're going to be making a video next week discussing what happened at the event. Stay tuned for that. It'll be at the card somewhere up here. I don't know where. We're filming virtual today. But next week we'll be back in person, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.